Well, I said the body can be any legal Python expressions. And in the process, if you like, when I invoke or call a procedure definition, is having bound the variable names to the values, I will simply execute or evaluate each of the expressions of the body in turn until one of two things happens. Either I run out of expressions, I get to the end of the body, in which case a very special value called none is returned, and that is the value of the computation. And if you think about my invocation, I said I was going to bind z to some value. If I get to the end of the expression and there's nothing returned, I'm going to just bind it to none. Alternatively, I will keep executing instructions until I hit that special keyword return that we saw earlier. And in that case, the expression immediately following that keyword return is evaluated, and that value is returned as the value of the function call. That value becomes, if you like, the semantic value of calling that function. And that suggests, if you look back at my code, I'm going to be able to then, in fact, do the computation, and I'm going to be able to reuse it multiple times to get the max of two numbers. So, to summarize this then, the sequence of events are, when we call a function, the expressions for each parameter are evaluated, the normal way they would be in Python, and they are bound to the formal parameter names of the function. There should be one expression for each parameter name. We then transfer control to the first expression in the body of the procedure, the body of the function, and we start evaluating. And those expressions are evaluated or executed until either that return keyword is reached, in which case we get the value of the following expression and return it back, or we are run out of expressions, thereby returning none. And after that, the invocation is bound to the return value. That is, that return value is what is passed out to whatever asks for it, and control transfers to the next piece of code. In the next segment, we're going to look at some details of understanding mechanically how this happens. But there's the idea of a function definition.